Hi, this is Ann from ducttapeanddenim.com, and today I am sharing a video that will, it's kind of starting out our January thrift store challenge, which is trays. And hold on just a minute, and I'm going to share this video over on my, I have a special group on Facebook just for thrift store challenges, and we're going to try to do a different challenge every month. Hi Barbie. I never can tell if I'm going to be able to see people as they join or not, so it's kind of hard for me to see because this on the phone it's so tiny. I'm going to have my laptop down here at the bottom too, and I'm going to try to share it first over to the group so they can see it too. So give me just a minute, and then I'm going to show you a bunch of my trays, because that is our challenge for this month, is to do a tray. Go to the thrift store and find a tray. Alright, so I hope that it says it was successfully shared, so I hope that they're seeing it over there too. And then I'm going to refresh that to see if anybody is live with us today. And if you are, let me introduce myself again. I'm Ann from ducttapeanddenim.com, and I have a Facebook page called Duct Tape and Denim, and I also have a Facebook group that's called Thrift Store Makeovers, and we are going to do a different challenge every month, and this month it is trays. So hi Lisa, how are you? Back with us today. Let's see, Charla, how are you? Yeah, so just say hi as you come in and let me know where you are. Hey, and let me know how cold you are. My dad, I know y'all in Texas are cold, and probably other places in the South. My dad was texting me yesterday that it was 7 degrees at his house, which that hardly ever happens. I maybe remember once in my life that it was that cold, so I shouldn't complain about it being, 50 degrees here, but I do. I got really spoiled. Okay, first tray, and let me tell you, the first 2 trays are have already been thrift store makeover projects on my blog, and I have used them so much that they need makeovers again. Now this one, I shared a picture in the group. I got it at an estate sale. It was originally this dark blue color and was really worn on the edges. I painted it white. I didn't distress it. All that distressing is from being used, because this is what was on our coffee table in the living room, and I originally just painted it white, and I put canvas down here at the bottom, and I think I just ran like a little bead of hot glue around the edge, because I knew I wanted to be able to change it. Because one thing that happens on our coffee table, it's a big oval coffee table in the living room, and that's where we play games and we end up eating in there, and as you can see, this got really beat up and it's got like chocolate smeared in it. I don't know how that happens, because who would eat chocolate in their living room? Me, for one. I love chocolate. So, oh man, 27 degrees in Florida. That's crazy. And so the canvas on here was getting kind of yucky because it has chocolate on it. And I used this. This is actually contact paper that's made to look like stainless steel. Yep, I have some right here. Let me pull that out and show it to you. So that's what this looks like in a roll. It's just regular contact paper, see? But it looks like stainless steel. A friend in one of my blogging groups did her dishwasher with this. Put this on her dishwasher because she didn't like the color of her dishwasher. And she wanted a stainless dishwasher, and that was like a cheap, easy way to have a fake stainless steel dishwasher. This is another one. This is just a wooden tray. You probably see these at thrift stores a lot. You could probably get these for a couple of dollars. The first project I did with this, I put those round mirrors in it, and on the Facebook group I did share a picture of this, so you can go look at that. And it had like different round mirrors in here. I just used these kind of hangers. Oh man, that's really cold for y'all in Florida, isn't it? My husband was showing me a picture of the alligators in Florida that are freezing, and how they stick their noses up out of the water and then the water freezes. The silver contact paper, I got that on Amazon. I can share a link with that later. So I took the mirrors out of this just because every now and then, you know, I like to mix up my decor. So I may leave the hangers on it, and I might either decoupage it or put some pictures in there, or maybe kind of layer it. Let me see if I have a frame. I'm afraid if I pull this, everything's going to fall out. But let me show you another example of, pretend like this is a frame. This is another tray that Jordan just bought for me at a thrift store. It's kind of dirty. I haven't even cleaned it yet. And I usually like these, except I don't like that fake marble mirror in there, so I don't. Yeah, I have painted silver trays before, Lisa. I have done like chalkboard trays. So, and I do have some more trays, but they're in my storage unit, and I didn't want to go to storage unit because it's kind of rainy and 50 degrees, so it's too cold for me. So see, you could just layer something like that if this was a frame and put a picture in it, or put a mirror in it and double it, you know, layer it as a mirror. And I kind of like doing that too, because sometimes just a frame is too small for your space, and you can find a bigger tray to just make it look bigger and look better in your on your wall, wherever you want to put it. And here's one. This tray I've had for a long time. These are the ones that I really like, with just plain glass in them. And this one, I actually use this on my dressing table, and I use it to like corral smaller things. So I have my ring holder and a couple of other little things like that, and they all sit on here, so it's easy for me to lift it off and dust here, and if stuff falls out, if the jewelry falls off of my little trays, it falls onto this, and like I don't lose earrings and stuff. Plus it's just kind of pretty because you can see the edge there. I have done these where I painted these and then rubbed it. Like if you use chalk paint on these, chalk paint will paint metal, so you can paint this and then you can come just rub it a little bit, and a little bit of the gold will show through, and that's really pretty too. I may do that on that other one with the ugly marbled mirror. Oh, and speaking of marble, I actually bought this new on Zulily. But I wanted to show it to you as an example, because you might find something like this, a piece of marble, or you could even do it with just a piece of wood that you find. You know, if you have something left over, like if you were doing your countertops and you had a piece of marble or granite or something left over, just put some little felt pieces on the corners so they don't fall up, scratch your tables or anything. And this, it has been on my dining table with either candles on it or vases, and I don't have a picture of that, but I could do that later. Alright, this one is one that I got, oh, my other Facebook page, it's actually a Facebook group that's attached to my page. So if you see this, if you're seeing this on Facebook, it's my Duct Tape and Denim page. But if you go to that page, you'll see that I have groups attached to it, and the group is called Thrift Store Makeovers. This is another tray, and I haven't done anything to it, but I have been using it. In fact, this is what was on our coffee table right now, because that other one got kind of yucky. And it's actually, it's got some patina and like stains and stuff, but it's copper. So I don't know if I'm going to try to clean it, or I kind of like the old patina look of copper, but I wish it didn't have like the stains on it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. But I had a vase and a candle and throw the remote controls on there. So far, no chocolate stains on this one, but it won't be too long because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'll be eating chocolate. All right, this one, actually, oh, this one, that one's dirty too. Somebody gave us for Christmas a few years ago, like one of those sausage and cheese trays, and it was all on this, like all, this was covered in sausage and cheese and crackers and the little jams and stuff like that. So that's where this one came from, and I have kept it because I thought it was a good size. See, it's a little bit bigger than some of them. So I've kept it, and I'll paint it. So I might try to decoupage or do something different, because I end up getting in a rut and just painting everything. So let me know what you think I should do with this one. All right, the last two. This one, I don't know if it should count as a tray or not. It's actually a basket, but I use it for my filing, like my to file box. Like, see, my ancestry.com stuff is in there now, which, by the way, I got my my results today for my DNA test, so now I know what I am, which wasn't a surprise at all. But so this is just the right size to put papers in and stuff like that. So that sits on top of the filing cabinet, and we put stuff to be filed, and then I go through. Supposed to every month, but sometimes, like at Christmas, like I filed today, and there was stuff that was 4 months old in there because everything got so crazy at Christmas that I got really behind. This was one of my favorite trays. Yeah, Barbara, aren't they useful? Because, I mean, you can put one, it just looks so much better in your kitchen or on your table. If you have everything sitting on a tray, it just kind of goes together better than if you have a bunch of little stuff sitting on it. All right, this is one of my thrift store makeovers. It's my favorite, one of my favorite ones, actually. Can y'all tell what that is? What it's made out of? All right, let me take it apart. It just stretches. It's one of those casserole carriers, I think is what you call it. And I wrapped jute around the handles. And that's all I did to this part. I didn't paint it or anything. And then on some of our garage sale trips, we found a whole bunch of wine crates. So you can see on one side it has a picture. It's not an old crate, but I just kind of, I stained it to make it look a little bit older. And then all I did was just set it in here and push the casserole carrier back. And that's my tray. I did tack it down with some hot glue on the bottom just so it wouldn't fall off, but because this was sitting on a table with stuff on it and I wasn't carrying it around, I wasn't too worried about it, you know, moving around too much on me. Now, yeah, I wouldn't use it to carry stuff because all that was holding this was a few pieces, a few little hot glue tacks on there. So, but that's a different tray. I have another tray that I just had, it was a piece of wood and we put handles on the end, you know, screw the handles on. That's in storage. I have a couple of other trays that I use, like a little trim, like a little metal trim around it like that. So that's just a few ideas. So let me know if you have any other ideas and if you would like to join us for our thrift store challenge. Look for our thrift store makeover group on my Duct Tape and Denim page. Did y'all have any questions before I go? Just leave them in the comments. Meanwhile, I will show you my hat. I'm having a bad hair day. I got this from Paula at the last Paris flea market sale, so I thought it was very appropriate. All right, so if y'all don't have any more questions, I hope you all get to go thrift store shopping this weekend and look for some trays, and then come share a picture on our Facebook page or our Facebook group and get some ideas. Maybe we can share with each other some ideas on what to do with them, how to use them, because we all have probably 5 remote controls for your TV in the living room, right? Okay, well, Barbara, I'll look for you over there. I hope you find it. And if you can't, you know what? I will come over in the comments on this, or maybe if I can put it, if I can go edit the description for this video, I will put the link to that group in here so y'all can find it and y'all can come join us, okay? All right. Thanks. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.